When the chains broke, something ancient stirred, and something darker followed it into the void. The party walks free but not untouched. They carry the echo of judgment in their blood, the taste of ash on their tongues, and the weight of a mistake that cannot be undone. Now shadows gather in the streets of Jambito. In the quiet corners of the Gilded Hound Inn, names are spoken that were once bound by pact and law. Secrets once buried with the rising are cracking open like old stone. All roads lead back to the seals. But who holds the key now? And what does it cost to stop the unbinding once it has already begun? So at the end of last session, again, you guys leveled up to level 3. And we're going to bring you guys to the Gilded Hound Inn, where you have a meeting with several people coming up. You're on the streets of Jambito. The Gilded Hound Inn is a combined inn/restaurant/tavern. It has all sorts of sleeping establishments available for you. They have dorm rooms, bunk rooms, all the way up to what they call the night suites. They cost very, and the Bannerman's suites that keep on going up in price. As you're approaching the inn from the south, the left-hand doorway that you see is the door to the restaurant area. The right-hand set of steps up is how you get to the sleeping areas that are attached to the building. And the sleeping areas cover both sets of buildings. So as you're walking forward, you actually have a little overhead that has some bunk rooms above you. Feel free to go ahead and enter the inn.
Was it supposed to be dark?
It's not. It's not that dark, but it is dark because it is nighttime. Let me go ahead and go configure.
I just turned on my light. That's all.
So the inn entrance is just the one over here, right?
Yeah, that's the restaurant side entrance, and then the sleeping quarters entrance is over there. So feel free to enter the inn.
All right.
Does my character recall? We're supposed to be meeting him in the dining area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said something about one of the special rooms. Hey, I'm trying. There we go. Let's as you guys enter the inn, you are met by two individuals. A halfling, a male, and a human female. Probably should have put these in a journal.
Ooh.
The female, she goes, "Welcome to the Gilded Hound. In this place, the past rests like perfume, light but cloying if you inhale too deeply. You must be the group that, Magistrate, mentioned. Want to follow me?"
Sure.
Um,
I did not mean to close the door.
You want to follow me? Sure. Leaves.
Boy.
Well, no, I just closed the door on the rest of you. Is our little friend supposed to be hurt still?
Which one?
Your little...
Well, we haven't really taken a rest yet, so technically, yeah.
You have, you would have had enough time to do healing. Everybody should be at full health.
Yeah, we did that before we even let... Well, no, it got interrupted. Okay, it did.
Yeah. Everybody should be at full health.
All right. Well, there probably will be by the time we do this rest.
Well, We have never-ending healing ability, so
That's
if we
true.
left you hurt, we're jerks.
There is a reason I picked up continual recovery, and of course, there's always the ice candy.
You notice this inn is quite well established. There are multiple bench-type seatings, table seating in the middle. There's 4 waitresses that regularly work the floor with 2 bartenders and a house bard. I didn't put any of the patrons in here. The kitchen has a full staff of people, and the inside has manservants and maidservants ready to help anybody out that needs to be helped. The owner of the establishment, she is taking you to the private dining area.
Ooh, I lost her.
She's up here in the upper left-hand corner. Please get down, Mando. Ah. As you get to the private areas, in the inn itself, we can basically say that you would have been able to hear, everybody who's talking and stuff like that. You can't hear anybody in any of these rooms that you're at now. You're normally used to being able to hear at least something through wooden doors. Rain, goes, there you are. He knocks twice on the door and opens it for you. They're waiting inside.
Okay, is it just me, or is Nilkar's lantern the only light source in the room?
He's probably the only light source in the hallway. Once you get in the room, there should be light. There's lights. Yeah, there's lights all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's definitely lit for sure.
Yeah, because I can't see anything out of his radius.
There are now there are a couple spots in a hallway that may not have some light, but there is light in that room right there. Like if he were to turn off his thing, you'd should still be able to see.
I can't.
I can't.
I can.
I can.
I even have a low light vision and I can't see.
Let me see what's going on here. Configure lighting. You go here.
Because honestly, he would keep it at hand, but he wouldn't keep it lit all the time.
Can you see now?
Nope.
Only when I turn my light on.
Something just happened. Oh.
Can you see now?
Nope.
Nope.
It must be something on your token. So which two are not being able to see?
Nilkar.
I can't. Malith.
Malith and Nilkar. Prototype token. Vision. Malith, can you see now?
No.
Try moving.
Yeah, I'm shifting around. I can't see anything.
Me. Trying to. I'm gonna do something really quick. I am going to temporarily get rid of your character from you, Malith.
All right.
And I am going to give it to my streamer.
Ooh. If you changed it on a sheet, maybe the token needed to be dropped again to be refreshed.
It shouldn't, because it's linked. And I'm on there. Okay, so let's. I'm seeing vision from your token. Let me unselect him there. Click save. And then I'm going to go here and right click user configuration Malith. And we are going to try. I got to drag you out from the player screen, the GM screen, not the. Can you see yet?
No.
And who was the second one that was having issues?
Nilkar.
So I am going to pull up both of your tokens, and I'm going to compare them with the other people's tokens.
This is totally not a ploy to give Poll more time.
No, it's okay, both of you are basic vision people. Look at gesture.
I should have low light.
Yeah, but that's controlled by the Pathfinder settings, not by your token settings. There we go. I see what the issue was.
Oh, I can't see my token anymore.
Nightclar or Nilkar? Was that you?
No, I can see my token still.
No,
it's
mine
still
just
all black.
Mine just blipped. Now it's all black. I can't see my token. I used to be able to see my token.
I know, because your sight vision I just made 0.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it back to infinite. Can you see your token now?
I cannot.
Okay. That was the only setting I saw that was different between people that could see, is yours was set at 0, theirs was set at infinite. So I am going to drag you back out in just a second once I verify it is on infinite. Nope, it's not. And Nilkar. I'm dragging you out in a hallway,
I see me again.
but you can't see anything else.
I can see when I turn my light on.
Okay, just turn your light off for a second. I'm gonna which is really odd because there is a light right on top of you. Let me see if it's a scene setting thing. I mean, there are lights right on top of you.
Are you sure it's not something on their end? Like, maybe Foundry crashed for you guys? Did you notice that, or?
I'm
Yeah, because I am, well, now I can understand him not seeing, because on my streamer screen, he has no vision whatsoever. I see his token, but no vision on it. Which is odd. It should not be doing that.
Well, I'm just saying that maybe Foundry crashed for you guys.
Well, I'm seeing the same thing he is on my streamer screen. But yeah, Malith and Nilkar, can you guys both control F5?
Okay.
I'm gonna do something entirely different. I'm using something strange. I will log back in with a regular browser.
Something strange is probably an issue.
What? It's not really strange. It's just not a regular browser. It's a browser with everything else stripped out, intended just to be used.
Right.
As a
So
client for Foundry.
yeah, so that should work.
But I'm gonna try with just Firefox as soon as I find the link again. Where's
All right, I'm back in.
Sorry, I'm just derping on where to find.
Yep,
There it is. Right.
let me check one workbench setting. Okay, it's not there.
Yeah. Nope. Still same situation.
So I'm gonna do something for you. Let me do this. We're gonna go and I'm just gonna do something. I do this. And I do this. And I do this. And one more. And I go configure owner. What was your first implement that you chose?
Mine?
Yeah.
It was Lantern.
Okay. And if I now go right here, right click, configure ownership. You are an owner. I click save. Going to bring that out there. Actually, I'm going to bring that out here.
I still can't see.
I know you can't see. I was trying with a brand new token to see if we could see. And if I have you selected, I cannot see you even with a brand new token in a room that has light.
If I select one of them, I can no longer see the other token.
I know. I was trying to see creating a brand new token would resolve the issue.
If you want, for now, I could just keep the lantern on, and I'd be happy to work with you to figure it out when everyone else isn't waiting.
Oh, I can see.
Well, I
Everything.
just made the whole thing lit. That's what I'm going to have to do for this scene, and because the lights are not providing light.
I can see through the walls and all, though.
I know.
Okay, just
I'm going to see if I can. Let's try this.
And
it went dark again on you. Ah.
Yeah. The weird thing, I'm derping on the name. Does Gesture see fine? Because unless they have something special giving it to them, they shouldn't have dark vision.
I do have dark vision. It's not affecting anything though.
What
I could still see. I could still see in color. So.
Well, but the main difference between your characters and our characters then is you have dark vision, we don't.
I am.
Pole's a human, right? Check and see if Pole's token can see.
Where did I leave Pole? So were you guys able to see in the main tavern area? Or not?
No.
Nope.
Unless I turned on my light, I couldn't see anything.
No, I cannot see with Pole. I'm gonna... Do I have any? I don't have any other maps because I moved them all. I know what the issue is.
Oh.
I know what the issue is.
Congratulations.
Just a second. I hope it doesn't mess up my walls.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What?
Messed up the walls.
But I think I can control A the walls and fix them.
Okay.
Well, I still can't see. I don't know if I'm supposed to yet. Huh. That's a weird effect.
Nope.
You know the background for the right panel where you type stuff in?
Yep. I know what my issue is. I think I have these tiles in padding.
When I slide, the screen is actually covering that up.
I know.
The map.
Yes, I know what the issue is. I have you in padding, so I'm going to move the underlying stuff so you're no longer in the padding zone on the map. I didn't realize that when I placed these tokens down, I put it in the padding. Which is awful because I'm going to have to drag them back down and then I'm going to have to move the walls. But I can do the walls all at one fell thing with a Control-C, Control-V. I guess that's what happens when I don't do a complete check with characters after I get done building something. That looked fine on my end. It had nice walls, nice fireplaces.
Mm-hmm.
So you should see the underworld disappear from below you. Yeah, I did not realize that you guys could not see if you were in the padding area. So we're going to do Control A. And I'm going to try to do this all in one thing.
Y'all can't hear that, can you?
Hear what?
The ice cream man is slow rolling out front of my house.
I can't hear it. I thought you were talking about that thing that sounded like a music player in the background, but
Well, there is the ice cream trucks playing music.
I think he was talking about an actual ice cream truck, buddy.
Okay. One more little tweak and I'll be able to put you guys back out here. That's all 100% on me. I am very sorry about that.
You're forgiven.
I think it's aligned. So now if I go to the character screen, character level, I should be able to...
Oh, I can see the map down there now.
I am going to... drag people to the map, and then I'm going to set you where you're actually supposed to be once you guys get done flying in.
Oh my
God.
I think you have like universal light turned on again.
Yeah, once I get everybody back on the screen. Oops, I still have everybody selected. Let me unselect everybody. I'm gonna... Who do I not have on the screen? Oh, some of you guys moved around. Gonna move...
Sorry, I couldn't see where I was going.
Pull up there. I just want to make sure I don't have any of you floating up around the top anywhere. Oh. I'm going to bring you guys to the middle of the inn. Okay. Let me... She's here. He's inside here. She's inside. Thorak, you're up here. Missing Ghelfi. My bartender went to the wrong spot. Okay. Player characters. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to bring Malith back out.
I can
And
see.
now I am going to put the lighting what it's supposed to be. And you guys can't see.
But
Correct.
And you know why?
now I have the sound thing.
Technically, I can see, but it's
So if I
all
go
grayscale.
Control
I assume
A,
that's part of it.
Okay, well now I see everything in black and white. There we go.
Now I'm
I see
cover.
the flickering light effect. It's all nice.
Oh, yep.
I didn't quite get it aligned where it was supposed to be. That should be it.
Okay.
Now can you see?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. 2 things I learned. I do not ever want to build a scene totally in padding again. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that waste of time. We are, and Paul didn't make it yet. We are Chief Magistrate's there. Tilly, Magistrate, get back to your seat.
Is there a kobold toddler in there?
There is a Cobalt Wizard in there. I tried forever to make his token bigger, but it's not letting me. He is, you've met him before. Those that were in the original party met him before. He is the head of the Arcane Wardens in Jambito. Elda Brightspark, she is a cleric and also a mage. So she is a member of the Wardens, but Gelt may know a little bit more about the Wardens' impact that she was not able to provide. So feel free to come on in. Oh, I moved Thorak. I didn't mean to move Thorak. I meant to move Thrain up to the corner. Oh. One person. And then the owner will be providing you with your menu. We're gonna deselect all. You guys are group 4.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
You can, if you want to move into the actual chair, you could shift drag.
Yep.
I was trying to do that, but I was doing it wrong apparently.
Yeah, you hold shift and then you drag. There you go.
Did it show you guys the menu?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
The magistrate says, don't worry about the prices. It's on the house this evening.
What time is it right now?
It is 7 o'clock at night.
Okay, so I assume we're taking the dinner menu.
Dinner, appetizers, desserts, wines, ales, spirits, and specialty drinks.
Mm.
And again, do not worry about the price. Magistrate says, yes, choose whatever you desire. Don't worry about it.
I feel like just should order the Devil's Delight pudding and what's here? Probably the Gilded Ghost specialty drink.
I think Nilkar's going to go with the goat cheese and flatbread appetizer, the Infernal Lobster feast, and try some deep berry red wine.
Okay.
The Malice hand is raised.
I'm sorry, I forgot we had that.
What's...
So it was an accident.
Okay. Yep. Yes, Malith.
Yeah, it was just a FYI before we get too into it. It doesn't need any attention right now. I just wanted to point out, I guess, like a couple side effects of combining the worlds is the journals. So I don't have my journal entries anymore, which is fine. I can just use a notepad. So in journal entries, I just see group 5 in their book folder. And connected to that,
I accidentally just closed the menu. How do I reopen that?
Go to journal entries. You should see the Gilded Hound.
Journal.
Under group 4, you don't see. Okay, so let me.
I
don't even
see
see
group 4
group
at all.
4. Yeah.
Seeing group 5 for some reason.
You see group 5. Okay, so I am going to give you guys all.
Yeah, I see group 4 and 5. I see my esoteric lore games. Oh, there's Gilded Hound.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
So I need to figure out where I put your journal. And again, it's just a permission setting. Let me see. Imported journals.
And then just looking at, looks like our bestiary has some entries for other groups.
Did I? No. Watch this. Bestiary tracker. Bestiary management.
There we go.
There's your bestiary.
There we go.
I'll figure out where your journal is.
That's all right.
I thought I had set all those permissions up. Okay, have everybody come on in and grab a seat.
Alright. I suppose I have mentioned what I would have for dinner. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a fire pestle chai with a glass blade steak, and then for dessert, I'm gonna have the blood orange meringue.
Okay.
All right. I think, keeping in mind I have a little bit of a smaller stomach than the rest of you. I'll probably go for the beast blood sausage coin appetizer, then a moon milk cheesecake, and I'll try some of that Moon's Mercy specialty drink.
The drinks are brought to you quite rapidly. But as you're waiting on your meal to arrive, Varric turns towards you as a group. Before we speak of duties, let us speak of truths. One's buried beneath the flame, faith, and fear. The man you slew below Jambito was not a summoner. He was a stabilizer, a ritualist. Then Tilly says, he was trying to keep the seal from breaking, not for Orcus, for us, for Arion and all that still stands. Elder Brightspark, leaning forward, says, during the rising, 6 of Orcus's lieutenants clawed at the veil. The arcane wardens couldn't hold them all, so they turned to the only power who could bind souls with words stronger than stone. And then Ghelp. They made a pact with Asmodeus. In exchange for his aid in constructing the seals, the barrier was established. I will let you know what was in the contract. Magic itself was diminished. We currently live in a world that was bargain built. And then Tilly looks at him. So it was not a deception. I guess the contract was clear. It worked until someone broke it. We don't know who, but failure wasn't from without. It came from within. Then Ghelfi, grasping his a symbol that he has around his neck, says, "The chain breaker is free now, but he wasn't the only one bound. 5 more stir beneath the skin of the world. This was not your, Vera goes, this was not your fault. None of us had full knowledge of what was going on."
So, what you're saying is, we just gotta find these 5 chain breakers or whatever, and trash them, right?
I don't think that is it.
I don't, Ghelfi goes, "I don't believe so. Your presence at the circle, yes, did catalyze the breach. But what I worry for now is the eyes of the pact are upon you." Tilly nods in agreement. He watches from the ashen seat. Asmodeus knows the seal broke and who broke it. You may think yourselves damned, but that is not how he sees you. You are assets, instruments of redress. You cracked the chain, now you will follow its echoes. The 6 seals were scattered, hidden beneath cities, tombs, drowned temples, their locations wiped from memory. Until now, something stirs in Braintree, something old, something tethered to Seal 3. Then Varric says, "This isn't a mission sanctified by law. It's older than law and more dangerous." Tilly says, "Do this not for penance, but because if you don't, there won't be enough light left for regret." And Elda goes, "Veltrazhar escaped to the abyss, but echoes remain. He will return unless you stop the others." As this conversation is going on, do any of you respond to what they have told you?
Nilkar would say, "I feel no responsibility for what happened. It was the cult's mistake for stealing guards to murder when one of their own admitted that they were supposed to use willing victims from within the cult. All we did is
Not
save
to
the
mention,
guard."
they weren't exactly the most communicative people out there. After all, I'm pretty sure if it's something of that importance, wouldn't you want to tell people? I'm sure someone out there would be more than willing if they put themselves out there. I mean, willing to. I'm pretty sure many people would willingly lay down their lives to stop a demon from coming back, let alone Asmodeus.
Well, I get the impression
yeah.
that someone wanted out of the contract, but anyone who's they didn't find anyone who was able to willfully break a contract with Asmodeus of all people, so they found people who didn't know they were breaking a contract,
Right.
which is us.
And then, no, Ghelfi goes, the contract with Asmodeus was broken before you even encountered the ritual.
Yes.
It was the effect of the breaking of the contract that required the bonds to be strengthened, which what I believe that paladin was doing. That ship that made it through the veil to the city of Khanda was our first evidence that the contract had been broken by somebody, somehow.
I'm curious. Did the rich, powerful, and in the know have a way to pass the veil?
Varric goes, the first that anyone has been said to pass the veil in over 200 years was this ship that arrived from the mainlands, as we used to call them, to Khanda. There has been no reports of anybody ever penetrating the veil. Gelp goes, yes, we haven't even been able to use any of our planar shifting spells or anything since the barrier went up. Teleportation only works for short distances. Since the veil went up, that was part of the contract. Loss of some magic.
Is it possible that someone truly powerful was not content to be stuck within the barrier and is now gone and possibly no longer a problem for us? We have other problems to deal with now, obviously, but could that have been the catalyst?
The barrier was a shield. It was not an entity bound.
Oh no, I meant some wizard or some such that was born within the last 100 years that did not like being trapped within the barrier. There's old records of a whole world outside there. Could that have been what caused someone to find a way to break the barrier?
That's what we believe, that somebody did something to cause this initial breach. And when the breach happened, the seals that Asmodeus put on the lieutenants started to crumble. It's my fear, and probably the fear of anybody that knows about this, that if one seal was failing, probably all 6 are. And it may be just a matter of time until the abyssal demons are released back to gain access to our plane.
Hold on, back up a second. Somebody did something. Well, of course somebody did something. The barriers couldn't have just failed on their own, could they?
I don't believe so. Not with the contract that, as written. Somebody did something to violate the contract. I do not know what, but evidence that the contract was broken is both that the binding sigils were weakening and that somebody made it through the barrier. Being isolated from the main city of the Outcast Isles, not too far away, but not having full access to all of the records, I would... It's only been a day since we were notified that the ship had made it to Konda. I have not had time to go speak to my supervisors with the wardens.
So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to just find the seals and then repair them? How do we even do that?
Well, Elda goes, well, why don't we speak of grand rituals and long-forgotten gods? Yes, it's not necessarily on you. You were just the unfortunate souls that witnessed what happened, I believe. We mustn't overlook what's festering right beneath our boots. And that's when Thrain gets up and speaks. You guys did show him the ledger, I believe, from the Red Runner's hideout.
Yes.
I think so.
He goes, there have been several disappearances in the Lantern District. Quiet ones. Records erased. Their names. Strike familiar chords with this ledger you unearthed. The Red Runners weren't just thieves. It appears that they were surgical. Gelp sarcastically says, yeah, surgeons of silence. Most of them didn't even know what they were cutting towards, but someone did. And then Tilly goes, I've had 3 witnesses in as many weeks report nightmares of chained men screaming beneath the cathedral crypt. No priest should ignore that. But High Chaplain Morian won't investigate. I suspect his sermon scrolls have been redacted. And then Varric goes, the watch won't touch that place after some of them gone missing. Too many reports of reflected footsteps and voices repeating questions that no one asks. So, again, Tilly goes back to you. There is much that you can do to provide assistance while we seek further information from our elders. And then Varric, looking at all of you. Yes, Jambito is no longer stable. You can feel it, can't you? The air stirs without wind. Songs end differently than they begin, and the city dreams with its open eyes. Will you assist us in unraveling this?
I mean, given what you just said, I don't really feel like we have a choice.
Either we help you, or this entire island, at the very least, gets absolutely destroyed. Tough call, I'd say.
I know, right?
This time your meals, there's a knock on the door, and the door opens, and your meals are brought in by Oriel Varnassian. She's the owner, and the waitress, Naravask, brings the meals for everybody in. Enjoy. And then Varric nods as she departs.
Finally! All this serious talk about death and destruction of our island is maybe starving.
So you guys can go ahead and spend some time eating. Any questions that you have of them while you're doing that?
I have some, but someone else can go first.
Well, I think you're the first one with questions, so go ahead.
Will Asmodeus continue to try and strengthen the other seals? Or will his cult continue to try and strengthen the other seals?
Elda goes, I believe if they have the opportunity, they will. Again, there are no records of his cult ever being active in Jambito until we saw it, or you guys saw it this morning. There is rumors of his cult being very active near the city of Khanda, but again, we have sent message to Khanda, but it may take a day or two before we get any response back. Again, an effect of the magic that we lost as part of the contract. Our message spells don't make it all the way over. Our sending spells don't make it all the way over to the other isles as they used to.
Well, I suppose the question is then, if we come across cultists sacrificing one of their own, should we just leave them be?
Tilly goes, it's sacrifice worries me. If it's somebody that's willing, I would probably say yes. But if it's somebody like our City Watch member, unwilling, it's two evils. Here's what I would say. I would maybe judge them with suspicion. We don't know what they're doing. Now that one of the seals is totally broken, we don't know whether they would have an impact of being able to save future seals.
Okay, so don't trust servants of the Lord of Hell. Got it. That's news to me.
But then again, Gelp goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend as long as I have a knife to his back.
Politics.
Also, I do have to say, if they're supposedly trying to sacrifice people for the sake of protecting this realm, why are they all dressed like demons? Why did that paladin have to have the skull face and the black armor with spikes? That doesn't exactly sound like savior material for me.
I think it's more devils.
You know what I mean. It's not
Well,
exactly very good PR.
Well,
Um,
I don't think Asmodeus is concerned with PR, and neither are
No,
so.
but those people were apparently trying to go against Asmodeus.
No,
The people doing the sacrifices, and yet they
No.
had the exact same sort of aesthetic as he did. You know, the whole
Those
dead
were servants of Asmodeus. They were going against, is it Orcus?
They're at odds with Orcus. Someone is against the contract. We don't know who that is. These people were trying to repair the damage that was done by the breach.
Ah, I see. I misunderstood.
My
All
character
this gold stuff isn't.
But I might be wrong. Asmodeus, Asmodeus is a
devil.
devil, and Orcus is a demon.
That is correct.
Ah.
Okay, yes.
Infernal versus abyssal.
Yes, I mean,
Don't feel bad. It's all very confusing. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. But apparently, we made a deal with the devil to keep out the demon.
Yes, our predecessors did. I'm hoping that what I have been told is the full extent of what the contract was, that we gave up magic and nothing else in terms for his assistance. But then again, I wasn't around when this barrier went up. There were very few around that still that were. And even less of those that had anything to do with this contract. Chief Magistrate Varric goes, just like everything in politics, everybody holds everything close to the chest, and you never know the full truth about anything.
So, are we going? Is our current goal to prepare for the veil to fall and the demons to come again, or do we think there's a way to stop this?
Elda goes, any information we could find out about the cult of Orcus would be to our benefit at this time. They would be the ones that would be trying to expedite this process and make it happen quicker. If there's anything to learn on this about, just recommend to keep your eyes and ears open. We will be sending channels that way. Varric goes, yes, you individually should prepare and steel your hearts that something more evil may be arising. But I ask that you don't let rumors spread in the streets. We don't know enough at this time to panic everybody.
Nilkar will noisily crack open his lobster.
Okay. Magistrate goes, we paid for the fine rooms here for you to, for the week. Maybe longer if, there's more you could find. We'd like you to just think and ponder about what happened and maybe maybe see if there's anything else in that ledger or anything else that you remember from the hideout. We never did find the city watch that was reportedly taken down there. But just get a good night's rest. Meet us tomorrow at City Hall. But about Asmodeus and the breaking of the seal, I ask that you don't speak it aloud outside of sealed rooms such as this.
All right.
As he says that, and you say, all right, Tilly goes over to Pole and asks him if the symbol hurts. She looks at it and sees that it's slightly faded from what originally was on there, but it's still present. Pole says that no, he can't feel anything. It just involuntarily itches at it, scratches at it like it itches, even though it doesn't. And with that, the magistrate and his party will depart for the evening, leaving you to your druthers with your meals and drinks paid for and rooms for a week at the inn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
At least the food's good. And the wine.
Is there anything you guys want to discuss amongst yourself with they're not there and you're in privacy?
I find myself curious if there are any more records of this demon invasion that we could find. But I guess they would be at the capital. I'm saying that to the group at the table.
I mean, let's hope. If we can't, if we're not supposed to ask, if we're not able to ask people about it specifically about the bonds weakening, then we'd have to look into the past.
Let me open up a document really quick. Oh, I'm already in our Discord channel. And group information. Lore. Uh, in Jambito, there may be some records at the Civic Institute that you would think about. Jambito also has a medical academy. Don't know what much would be there. You guys did uncover some books from the Red Runner's hideout, Ash and Ember, the burning of old Jambito. Beneath the stone and binding of red ash.
I don't think Nilkar was there for that.
No,
so
you weren't.
he will probably ask to read those books.
Yeah, gonna pass them. I think we're gonna
So,
pass them over.
There
I'm
may
not
be
sure.
there may be something at like I said, city records may have something, or but major repositories of knowledge are not present within the city of Jambito. And I will just give you guys all a general list of stuff from those 3 books, just the general overtone of those 3 books. Control V.
I don't suppose there are any 230-year-old elves in Jambito.
There probably could be, but it definitely. I remember what they said about how there's probably even less people who were involved in the incident. There's probably not a lot of people who were involved in the incident. That's what I meant to say.
So the 3 books you got, one specific, the bottom ones talked about binding devils, which is parallel to the binding of demons that you saw happening while you were in the crypt. The second book, there seems to be rumors that there is a sealed temple below the city somewhere. Somehow maybe tied to the seal placement. And then there was a major fire that destroyed much of Jambito. And most of the records during the from prior to the rising, after the rising happened, they suspect arson caused it, which is why Jambito doesn't have a lot of knowledge centers, is because it was pretty much all burnt away. But there may be some other Hall of Records may have some information.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I would start by looking for the people who would have had something to do with the history of this. You know, they say that there are a few, but they didn't say there are none. So they must know a guy or two.
I would honestly like to take a couple of days to study those books. Have you had a chance to study them yet? I'll ask Mouth.
What, you mean between now and interrupting a binding ritual for demons? Not really.
Well, I understood you got these books before that. I don't know how long before that.
So here's the thing: is you met the party within minutes of them coming out of the dungeon, of them finding the books.
See, I had no idea about that.
Yeah, so they've had no sleep. Basically,
long days.
This has been you've had one night of sleep basically since this campaign started.
Well,
And it was a short night. You had sleep before you went down to go into the crypts. Is what happened. So they got out of the dungeon with the Red Runner's hideout. They reported back to City Hall where they met you. You guys did a little bit of shopping and took a night's rest, and then you guys went into the crypt, and you guys just rushed out of the crypt.
perhaps I can start helping you look through the books tomorrow. And anyone else who's interested, of course.
Well, I'm not sure if interested is the right word. It's more compelled.
You could spend a couple hours tonight before you actually go to sleep, going through the books.
All right.
Are these tomes or are these like booklets?
Little bit of both. They are books, but they're not like encyclopedia size stuff.
If there's at least 500 pages total, I'd probably want to take at least a day to read through them and really try and understand what they're saying. But that's just me. My character is working on an intuition instead of raw brain power like our gnomish friend probably is.
Okay. So the one about the fire is probably about the size of like it's not super long. But it is, so it's the smaller of them. The others, so let me but yeah, you'd be more than easily able to start at least looking through some of them tonight before you as you head to sleep. Anything else you want to do before you head to sleep?
Nope, just dinner and chat with my new companions.
Okay. Go ahead and chat away. Maybe find some more about your new companions.
So how did you all get involved in this in the first place?
Well, we just received some word of some sort of meeting going on. They were looking for people that could, do things. We all have our talents. Paul here has his ice magic. And Malith is quite the observant man. And I myself, I just kind of flex a bicep. Well, that I know a few things about healing.
An Armstrong flex.
Yeah, not fully. I don't have like the full like Bishy sparkle, but like I just do an arm, and the bicep is like the size of probably most of your heads.
So you have to get at least level 8 before you get the Bishy.
I'd say level 10, honestly.
Okay, fair.
Well, actually, no, I can't get it. My charisma's negative.
Muscles have their own charisma, sir.
I mean, I suppose intimidating prowess is a thing. But I'm not going to be getting that. Yeah. As for you two, you're new, but you seem to know a thing or two. You, Nilkar, you seem to know a couple things about dealing with monsters and demons. And as
Yeah.
for you, Mr. Jesher, was it? You seem
Yeah,
to know a bit about. You seem to have some magic on you.
Yeah, I'm pretty gifted when it comes to magic. Well, probably one of the best people at my school back when I was still in it.
When did you graduate?
Let's not worry about that.
Is there in Pathfinder? What's the skill check to see whether someone's lying?
Sense motive.
Okay, I'm gonna-
Target him because you roll against his character DC, and then it's a basic action macro.
Yeah. Sense motive. There we go. I'm pretty good at that.
I think I might need to see the DC to tell you what you're rolling against. 'Cause I can't see that. I can't see the DC.
I will. I'm going to be whispering you, both of
Alright.
you. And then I'm going to be whispering. That was Malith or Thorak.
Thorak.
Thorak. It helps if you put the letter K instead of the L on Thorak. 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 Says you're not present. Whisper.
Oh, maybe because you have to put the 4 in first.
Nope, I'm gonna do it a different way. I can go over here and I should be able to click on you.
If I do / oh yeah, I guess that's only a Forge thing that tells you what your macros are for chat.
It says /W. No target users exist for this whisper. Check your spelling.
Yeah, you probably would have to do 4-Thorak, which
I'm just trying to figure out why it's not letting me whisper him even though he's on the scene.
let me see this.
Did Gesture, did you get the whisper?
Yes, I did.
Could it be because this would be stupid? He's the only one to put in his pronouns.
No.
Could that mess with the framework?
Shouldn't have.
I wouldn't think so.
No,
'cause
I
it's
got
not
the
part of
test.
your name.
I got
Okay.
it.
I definitely don't think that would work.
So with Gesture, I was able to do it without putting the 4-. But I had to do it for
Oh, maybe it's because you didn't do
Thorak.
Thorak's full name.
Yeah, it's probably because I didn't do his full name, but I just got to him.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And then based off of what I sent you, Gesture, you realize that, he's looking at you, basically.
He's giving you sus eyes.
I just kind of raise an eyebrow.
But this is a dwarven eyebrow, so it's got weight.
Oh yeah,
What?
it's
I just-
bushy.
What? I just don't like talking about it, is all. That's
Okay,
a bad
he
experience at
wouldn't.
school.
He wouldn't be the first of us whose academic pathways took them in unexpected directions.
Look, I'm not gonna judge people as to what happened at school. Alright, I went to a monastery, completely opposite of what the rest of my family did. All right, I'm the last person who's going to be judging people how their education went. All right.
I didn't go to a school. I had an apprenticeship.
Eh. Well, that's still perfectly valid.
Okay.
Well, if we're being confessional, then I guess now would be the time to say that I was reprimanded from the Lombard Educational Hall for, let's say, unethical research practices. Okay, how was I supposed to know that Professor Evenwin's private quarters were just coincidentally arranged like a Mwingu crypt, okay?
The sus eyes you were getting from Nilkar turned into confused eyes.
You know, forget about it.
That sounds like a good plan. I'm gonna go with that.
All right. All right. Sounds like your school's got issues. Can't say I found any sort of secret crypts at my monastery. I mean, we had our meditation chambers, but that's all they were.
Yeah, and maybe they. Yep. That's. I guess that's all they were. Right? You wouldn't want anyone asking any questions, any uncomfortable questions, right?
I don't really have any things I would care if people ask me about.
I'm just saying sometimes there is more than what meets the eye, and someone has to be the one who takes a look. And you win some, you lose some. I lost.
This lobster's really good. The goat cheese is good too.
Oh, you gotta be trying this steak. It's amazing.
So do you think I missed out by not ordering my dessert at the beginning? While they were still here?
That your bill's covered for the night, eating and drinking. So yes, you can order extra if desired.
Oh yeah, he got an appetizer, got a main course, and he's gonna order his dessert later. But I think from here, he would just descend into small talk unless someone else brought up something pertinent.
No, I can't think of anything personally.
Okay. I am going to. You guys were provided rooms, the nicer rooms in the establishment. I am going to delete your tokens and take you up to the room so we don't have to have you walk all the way up there really quick. And those that are going to be reading in the books, I will let you do some rolls to see what you glean right off the bat from just a quick perusal of the books. So your vision should disappear.
Nice.
And then I will be putting you on the second floor, and then I will kind of show you about where the rooms are and let you guys choose who gets what. So Gesture, you're on a scene. Malith. Ilkar. Hole and thorax. If you zoom out, you should be able to figure out where your characters are, and then zoom back in. I am going to open the doors to the rooms that are provided for your thing. I'm going to drag you so you guys can kind of get the looks at one of the rooms. It lets me. All of the rooms that you're provided with, save one, all have a private privy inside of them, fireplace, and a bed. One of the rooms, and I'm going to give that one to Pole. He is going to stay at the room over here. There are 2 rooms down here on the bottom corridor, and then there's 2 rooms in the upper corridor that are kind of matched. If you guys want to choose where each of your rooms, who wants which room?
Don't like purple. No purple.
We have a purple, an orange, and 2 reds.
I will claim this one.
Okay. That's so Jester, you're gonna want to head to the left and then up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little tiny room. Actually, you were going into the bathrooms, the baths.
Okay.
So you said a purple, an orange, and 2 reds?
There's the purple one is the lower left. So we have upper left. That's not that one. I left the door open for you.
That wasn't quite my question. You said there's 1 orange, 1 purple, 2 red.
See.
That's
Yep.
4 beds.
Yes, and
We
then
have 5.
Paul's in the green room.
Oh, Paul's already in green. Okay.
So here, okay.
I guess I'm willing to share with one of the reds. Which way
Okay,
is that?
red will be top left. So go up this corridor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to the left.
Who closed the bloody door?
No, down 1 and then left. You just took Gesture's room.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rooms that you're staying in, the ones that are the ones that are in the northern hallway, those are normally go for 4 gold a night. The one you're in, there, Malith, is normally 6 gold a night. The other ones are 4. The one that Pole is in is normally 2 gold a night. So they're putting up 20 gold a night for the week, which is 5 days. So they're putting up 100 gold for you guys to stay here for a week. Or some other benefit getting out of it.
I don't know if I can afford that much.
Well, if anyone wants
Feels
these
just
quarters, be my
expensive.
guest. It's almost a little too much space for me, all things considered.
Hey. I'm used to sleeping in
And actually, I will. Where's your thing? I'm gonna have to get up to let the dogs out for just a second, and then so why don't we take our break now, and then I'll post something in Discord for you so you can see the layout, and then I will come back after I let my dogs out.
All right.
All right.
A quick break.
I need to turn that down. I'm going to go mad.
I'm sorry, I'll turn it way down.
Yeah. Sorry. I like music. I don't like things that are. I don't like listening to songs that are like 30 seconds for like 10 minutes.
Yep, I understand. Okay, I just posted the general layout of the inn for you guys, and then I am gonna go let my dogs out. Oh, so we're just waiting on Nightclar then. Ilkar. I'll do this. That stops playing.
The pause thing disappeared.
Yep. I took it off so that the music would change back to the other music. We were waiting on Nilkar.
I'm Nilkar. I'm back now.
Okay, so you are back. So you guys see the in layouts in the Discord channel?
I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
There he is.
Yay!
Shame on you. Shame.
Yeah, sorry.
It happens.
Yeah,
On the bright side, you didn't miss too much. We just had a very fancy dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you decided not to eat, though. You just sat there quietly.
Oh.
And you actually, your room that you got voluntold into is kind of the best in the house. Is that a typo on it?
On what?
The Traveler Suite seems about this. Oh, it doesn't have a fireplace.
Doesn't have a fireplace or a toilet.
Well, the Merchant Suite didn't have a toilet, but it doesn't have a. It has a fireplace. So I
Yeah,
see why they-
and it's a little bit bigger. Yep.
Polite.
Now, Paul, if you want to, they can put you in one of the night suites that are down in the lower right, but they kind of wanted put you guys together. So for your purposes, Paul, the city basically paid for your guys' dinner and drinks, and paying for you to be put up at the Gilded Hound Inn for right now a week, which is 5 days. Which is about 20 gold a night for them.
I think, actually, if that's okay, I might just move into one of the singles if that's available.
Yep.
Just really cheap. I'm willing to take the cheaper option.
Yes. Okay.
You aren't paying for it.
You're not paying for it. Somebody else is paying for it.
Who's paying?
The city.
Oh, fuck it. In that case, I'm keeping the fancy place.
For 1 week.
1 week while we do a bunch of downtime stuff.
Yeah. Once that week is passed, I'll either be staying somewhere else, or I'll probably just be staying somewhere else. Actually, if I'm from this city, does that mean I have a place here, or?
Yes, there's somewhere in town that you could hole up. Based off of your backstory, it's not nice like this.
Oh God, no! It's probably my parents.
Yep.
That's probably when I'm in town, and not because I travel for work. I probably stay at my parents' place when I'm in town.
Okay, so I do need you guys to hitch into your rooms. Couple of you guys are going to be looking at at least doing a quick scan of the books tonight. I'm going to want some recall knowledge checks.
I found a
For
gnome
those.
in my room.
Oops.
Okay.
Maleth, book 1, 2, or 3. Which one were you going to start with?
Which is the one about demons?
So the 3 are Ash and Ember, which is about the burning down of Jambito City. Beneath the Stone, about the possibilities of some sort of sealed temple, and the binding of Red Ash, which is about binding rituals.
I'll read number 2.
Okay.
And I guess I will be doing number 3 then.
Okay, go ahead, Nilkar, and roll on 3 while I figure out how much of this stuff I'm giving to Malith.
What? Roll a 3?
What? I said roll.
I didn't understand what you wanted me to roll. Sorry.
Recall knowledge.
Okay.
And then we're going to do your esoteric lore after that.
There it is. Okay.
And now your okay, so I did get your esoteric lore that popped through on that one.
Don't forget my dubious knowledge. So if I fail, you get to get silly with it.
Yep. So beneath the stone, I'm going to click save, and I'm going to click configure ownership for Malith.
Keeping in mind that I have the archaeologist dedication.
That's the information you got out of that book, Malith. It's in the journals.
Okay.
And for yep, that's good. So configure ownership. This is Nilkar gets observer status. That's what you learn.
It's in the journals thing, or
Yep, in the journals. There should be one called book.
Oh, for me that's in group 5.
Okay, let me try this. Configure ownership, all of you. Oh, I see. You guys now see in group 4 something that says books?
I only see Gilded Hound.
Gilded Hound, and I still have esoteric lore gains.
Okay, let's try one more permission change. One. Some things I'm supposed to set you to observer, other things I'm supposed to set you to limited, and I just got to trial and error each time to figure it out because I don't remember. I probably should write it down.
Oh, there's books.
There's your books.
I now see books.
You should only, so everybody should see the black ledger. Malith should see beneath the stone, and Nilkar should see binding of red ash.
I
I
have
see all of them.
Can
I
you
have 2 through 9.
Can you open them all?
Yes.
Open.
I didn't read them or anything, but I clicked on them enough to see if there is contents on the right.
Yeah, well, yeah, I see the table of contents, and then there's like a quote or set of quotes at the bottom.
Okay.
I just lost 9. I still have everything else.
You should have lost.
There went 8.
Configure ownership. Okay, I see what's happening is when I create a book, it's set up to inherit to begin with, so I have to change permissions before I start typing in it. I've got that now. Now I know what I have to do this properly for you. Configure ownership. None. Save. Now everybody should see Black Ledger. Malice, you should also see Beneath the Stars, and Nilkar, you should see the Binding of Red Ash.
I can also see Binding of Red Ash.
Yeah, I see 3 and 4 still. I'm only supposed to have 4. Nilkar.
Edit. Okay, so we're going to do this. Configure ownership. All players, none. And Malith Observer.
Okay, now I only have...
Configure ownership. All players, none. Nilkar Observer.
There we go.
Now it should be right for everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Good stuff.
Okay, so that's the information, and if you reveal that information to other players in the party at a later time, I will go ahead and update the permissions in the viewer for that. Anybody doing any crafting, journal writing, or anything before bed? If so, go ahead and type that into chat what you're doing.
With the book, all I see is like a chapters list. That's what I'm supposed to have.
You should have a chapters list, and Malith, based off of your roll, there was one piece of information over.
Okay.
You are extremely beat and worn out. There's one piece of information you were able to glean rapidly after just a quick look at it before going to bed.
Okay, good.
And then Nilkar, you found 3 pieces of information during your quick little go through.
I'm only seeing the chapter thingy.
At the bottom of it.
Okay.
Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't have a title. I guess I can put a title in there.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
It just didn't register in my brain as it being a separate page. That's all.
Yep. So those are the 3 pieces of glinting information that you're able to get with your non-really detailed study of the book as you're getting ready to head to bed.
Absolutely.
And with that, let me go here. Yes. It's amazing that things kind of work out the way they're supposed to when you have people not in padding. I still can't believe I did that.
Hey, stuff happens.
Okay, as we head to sleep, we are going to go to this.
The wounded people should take some time to heal up.
Yeah, everybody needs to be at full health. Everybody put yourself at full health.
Okay. Do we
Those
press
who are
the
not
rest
supposed
for the
to
night
have-
button?
No, do not
Like
press the rest for the night button yet.
Nope.
Just
Okay.
manually
full
put yourself to put full health.
I am doing that.
So Mal, if he's trying to snuggle up with me,
No.
Ooh.
why are you in my room?
Yes, and I do need you guys to all go to your individual rooms.
Wait, so in which? So no one else is gonna claim the purple room because I'm saying like, I feel like it's kind of it's a bit spacey for someone of my size. So if anyone else wants it, it's all yours.
That's yours.
Okay.
Even have your own little pool in there. I mean, bathtub.
Okay.
So, and for the record, I'm not a gnome. I'm a halfling.
Oh, sorry. Your image gives me gnome vibes. I apologize.
I don't see gnome out of that.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
it's
There we
doing, isn't
go.
it?
Yeah. I was gonna. I was muted. And I said that I had already committed to my room. So normally I would have taken yours, but it's too late for that
Oh,
now.
you can keep that one. That's fine by me.
So I am going to use a macro that I have not used before.
Brace for explosions, y'all.
I'm gonna see. I don't know if I have to select you for it to work. Let me try. Shift, 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 shift. And I believe if I did it right, you have now doffed all of your armor for the evening.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put your tokens on the beds. and then we'll go over what happens tonight. Paul, the cleric did ask if the scar hurt you where you were branded. I just told her that it doesn't hurt, but you scratch at it absent-mindedly even though it doesn't itch.
Okay, yes.
So here we go. Paul, as you are sleeping, a dream comes to you. You stand alone in a familiar battlefield, sword in hand, yet every corpse wears your face. The air smells of rusted iron. Each of your past selves lie chained at the wrist, their armor buckled, weapons shattered. From behind you, a voice like grinding stone whispers, "You killed your kin, no war for glory, just silence." You try to shout, but no sound comes. The ground cracks. A single massive chain slams into the earth in front of you, its links throbbing like veins. One end coils towards your chest, the other disappears into a well of black light. Just before it pierces you, you hear the words, "First to echo, last to stand." Jesher, as you sleep, you see yourself walking a spiral staircase made of paper, each step inscribed with spells, but the ink is burning. As you step, pages crumble behind you. Below, the ritual circle reappears, but you're the one casting. Every sigil you draw warps and bleeds, and the thing inside the seal laughs with his voice. He screams in frustration, but the ink on his skin begins to boil. You see yourself reflected in the seal, horned, bound, and smiling. The staircase collapses into fire. First to echo, last to stand. Thorak, you see yourself kneeling in a cathedral. The stained glass windows weep blood. Above you, a statue of Arion cracks and shatters, revealing a chained demon beneath, with the face of the Asmodean paladin you helped kill. Flames encircle the altar. Your warhammer melts in your grip, reshaping into a broken manacle. The demon rises and speaks. You slew the jailer, now the door swings wide. You try to reach for holy light, but the sky is gone. First to echo, last to stand. Nilkar, you stand in the vault of forbidden knowledge. Books fly open, pages ripping themselves free, spinning like feathers caught in a vortex. A single tome lies chained to a pedestal, sealed in wax, its title unreadable. You reach for it. A hand, your own, slams the cover shut. Your reflection in the brass binding stares back, eyes burning violet. The chains writhe. A voice from within the book whispers, "You asked, now you are the answer." The pedestal collapses into the ink. First to echo, last to stand. Malith, you limp through a hallway full of mirrors. Each reflection shows you at a different age. Child, adult, dying. In one, you see yourself screaming, bound in the center of the seal chamber. The others turn away. The mirrors begin to crack. One shatters completely, revealing an abyssal landscape. Chains hanging from a starless sky. A reflection of yourself, mouth stitched shut, writes a message in blood across the mirror. "I didn't choose this." But the mirror whispers back, "You did, or you wouldn't be dreaming." A pulse of pain erupts in your bandaged side. First to echo, last to stand. Please roll initiative.
All of us?
All of you.
Also, I just want to say, in your dream, you said my warhammer melted in my hands.
Yep.
Since when do I wield a fucking warhammer?
I'm sorry. Your hands melted in your hands. I'm so used to it, dwarf cleric. It's what happens when you spend one day writing stuff for 5 different campaigns all on the same day. Paul, you need to heal yourself to full really quick. Just raise your hit points to full.
I just cannot get
Oh, I'm sorry.
these
I
decent
clicked
initiative
one
rolls.
and click again. My bad. Oh, I like that 17
Initiative
better.
is just so terrible. So this
I
is
rolled.
So
I assume
what?
this is some kind of
So what's going to happen is you guys are all still sleeping, and as it comes to your turn, if there's anything that could have possibly woken up, you are going to be rolling a saving throw to see if you actually wake up. Okay? But we're just going to go with things as they happen, and you will see how it plays out. But I'm going to go ahead and click Begin Encounter. And oops, I had everybody selected. Don't want to do that. Poll, I am putting a saving throw in chat. I would like you to roll that, please.
Okay.
Poll, you hear the door open to your room, and you see a familiar echo appear coming through the doorway straight for you.
Holy shit.
Yes, holy poop. And it uses the
Holy shit.
it uses the last of its actions to I'm gonna do something really quick I forgot to do. There we go. You wake up, Pole, as this creature comes into your room, and that is the end of its turn. So you guys are all unarmored, and you are all prone currently. Malith, I am going to be giving you a saving throw with a little higher
you
DC.
said I'm unarmored, like that's a surprise.
Yeah. So Malith, you are going to do you wait. That is your turn. You are sleeping. Nothing woke you. Gesture will end up with the same one. Sleeping like a cat. And we are going to, I'm just going to put the DC in. These are all. Nilkar, your turn.
I was muted. I decided to roll it again. Do I still fail?
Yes, you've still failed.
Okay.
Yep. Because nothing made any noise, it's a DC 18. Pole had some noise, so he only had a 16. So Nilkar, it's your turn.
That's 20, baby.
Nilkar, with that roll, not only are you awake, but you jump to your feet, no longer being prone without taking an action. You hear something in the main hallway. You don't know what it was. You heard a door or something.
Okay. Do I get to do things, or is
Yeah,
that just what happened?
no, it's your turn. You woke up because you heard something in the hallway. You heard a door. Something weird about a door opening woke you up in the main hallway. You have your full 3 actions. You were startled so much that you woke up and jumped to your feet based off of that critical success.
Feels sus. I will move over, and I guess that's one action. Then opening the doors. Another
No,
action.
you can open the door as part of your first movement.
Cool. I see nothing so far, so I will use another move to step out and peek up and down the hallway.
You see the door to Pole's room is open.
I see suspicious abs.
Yes, you see suspicious abs in the room.
I will use my last action to pull out my my mind claws.
Okay.
Swing.
Pole, you are awake, you are prone.
Okay. Okay, Demo, you choose the wrong neighborhood. I stand up with one action. I no longer prone, or
Yeah,
I
you can.
need to step out of the bed. I don't know. Okay. I use metal carapace. That is just one action, and it gives me my entire armor.
Yeah. You're fortunate. Some of your compatriots don't have that opportunity.
Well, one of them doesn't need it.
And as a last action, I'm gonna raise a shield. Raise a shield.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scream, "Oh my fucking god, there is a demon here, or devil, or something!"
No offense, but weren't you prone originally?
He was.
I was.
Yeah, doesn't
That's
it,
what
doesn't it cost an action to stand up?
Yeah.
And metal
So-
metal
Oh, Metal
carapace.
Carapace raises the shield automatically.
No,
Does
metal
it?
carapace is one action. I stand up, I metal carapace, I raise shield, and that's all my actions.
Oh, that's what you're actually. I thought you said you were running. Sorry.
No, he's screaming off the top of his lungs.
Okay, yeah. Screaming's a free action. I remember that.
Yep, and with that, that's going to lower the DC on those that are sleeping. It's not their round. So Thorak, Stonefist, we are going to, because of the scream, it's a DC 16 this time.
Okay, Fortitude is one of my strongest suits.
Don't fix it. There we go.
I didn't. I got
Um,
exactly a 10 on the die.
you hear Paul screaming in the wall opposite you. Basically, right here, you hear him screaming bloody murder on the opposite side of the wall that you're at. You are currently prone.
I literally, like, punch the bed so hard it propels me awake. So that's going to be my first action to stand.
Okay.
Next, I'm gonna.
Kool-Aid.
This is an emergency situation. Even with my new monk speed, I would not be able to reach his room very quickly. With my current movement, so I'm gonna do something that will probably come to bite all of us in the arse in the future. But I'm not really much of an economic planner. I'm a monk. My intelligence is average at best. I'm gonna break down this wall.
I called it. I called it.
I didn't know that was what you were going to do.
I'm the strength user of this party. Let me use it.
I am. Let me put that macro on my bar. I just want to see what I'm gonna. So I'd like you to go ahead and you are level 3. DC 23 force open.
Okay, that'll be in the basic action
Macros, yes. DC 23.
DC 23. Okay,
So I need to roll. In that case, I have a plus 11, which means I need to roll at least a 12.
That's not bad.
Boom.
If I was the GM, I would make that DC way higher. So
I made it.
Damn.
I made it the very hard level appropriate DC. You have a hole in there that you can now see through and see Mr. Abs there. It would take one more force open to make it big enough for you to get through.
Okay,
What is this? There is more. They're invading in my room.
And that would be with the -5 map.
Well, technically, I already used my second action to.
Oh, that's right. You got up, you moved, you swung. So you do see him. It will take one more.
Could this count as like flurry of blows? Because I am punching this thing.
Yes, but I'm going to make you do it with a map.
That's fine.
I'll let you take the second swing, but with a map because.
Yeah, of course. I'm perfectly okay with that. Let me just put my fist in the macros because I forgot to do that earlier. Okay, so right, that didn't work.
I hate you. I didn't even see the chat, and I still know what you sent.
Hang on.
Sorry.
There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so I'm going to make a normal announcement. Why is
I know. No, just do that. You should be able to do the force open basic action with the map.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, the force open. I forgot about that. Basic action. Force open.
With the -5.
-5. Yeah, because this is definitely not agile at all. Okay, 23. Okay, I just need to roll a. Well, I just need to roll a 17 at least. That's easy.
Oh.
Not that easy.
Okay. So there is a hole there. It is. You could do an acrobatics check to get through it next round, or you could try to break it further open next round.
I just saw what you said, Nilka.
Oh, you're whispering each other. Okay, so that is the end of Thorak's turn.
No, we're not whispering. We're just something we said on the Discord chat.
It's
Oh.
in general.
Oh, yeah, I don't have general open while I'm doing this. Okay, that brings us up to the Echo's turn. Pole, you hear him say, "One seal fallen, 5 still hum. Shall we dance the rest to ruin?" As he...
I am a pretty bad dancer.
He says that to you as he turns and...
People say I have cold feet. Okay, I need to roll.
So, Nilkar, I need you to roll that saving throw.
Oh, is this a reflex saving throw?
It's in chat. There's a little die.
Okay, fortitude.
Yeah, there's a little die down there.
Oh, I thought I.
No, you just click the little die button that's down lower part of the chat card. And that gives you... It's not pushing it through.
I click. It's like next to a little castle thing. I click it.
Yep.
It pops up the box. I click roll.
And
then
nothing's
nothing
put...
happens.
Okay, so you did succeed. So you are slowed 1 for 1 round. And... So that's his first 2, and his second action is to strike out at you, Pole.
Okay.
Hitting you.
Shield block.
Okay, I'm gonna roll damage, and then you're gonna do the shield block from the damage card. So first thing you do, click block, and then you can click damage after that.
Okay. Click block and then damage.
So-
Damn! That's a lot of damage anyway.
So your shield took 9, and you took 9, and that is
Yes.
the end of his turn.
Just out of curiosity, the shield you get from Metal Carapace, does that scale with level in terms of hardness?
Yes, it is, but it is still not the scale more than 5.
Mm-hmm.
I still can resummon it with just 1 action, so even if it broke, just 1
Yeah, no,
action.
fair enough.
Hey,
So next up is Malith. You're sleeping. Please roll that fortitude check. You are awake and prone. You hear Pole screaming, and you heard the same voice you heard in your dreams. It wasn't in your dream this time, so it woke you up.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna stand up, and I'm going stride. I'll open the door, and think that's my turn then.
Okay. Bringing us up to our catnapper. Let's see if the catnapper wakes up. It's a fortitude. What's your fortitude plus? You probably still wouldn't have made
sorry.
it. No, that was on me.
No,
but
definitely not.
You definitely would not have made it. You're sleeping.
Actually, 4 plus 7 is 11.
Yeah.
And what is it, DC 12? I could yeah, I might
it-
reroll that.
Okay, it was a 16, so let me go back up to you if you're going to reroll.
Actually, if it was 16, then I actually, do I still reroll it? Yeah, I probably should.
nice.
Okay, there we go. And I know my
You-
perception is worse, so.
You are awake. You heard some fists pounding on a wall and some stones crumbling, as well as Pole's scream.
All right. So I have my full 3 actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to stand. I don't think I have any weapons to draw. I do not. I have my. I wouldn't technically. I feel like I wouldn't have my hand rest, but that's fine. So stand, stride, and then interact would be my 3 actions, I suppose. Unless I can keep striding, because I think you said that earlier, right?
Yep.
All right, so then 5, 10. This is 20, 25. No, because then I would have to. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to cast a spell and then do that, right? Or cast a spell and then open the door, even if it's movement based.
Yeah, you can open the door as a free action during your stride action. You can open it and move through it.
Okay, that would give me. Okay, well then that would give me 2. So if I stand, that would give me 2 more actions to get where I would need to go. And in that case, I would cast this.
Okay. So that gives you...
Yes, that gives me an extra 5 movement for the first stride, and then it gives me an extra 5 movement for the second stride as well. Which would get me here.
Okay. That brings us up to Gesture. You're up. You are slowed 1.
Yeah, that's Nilkar.
Yeah, Nilkar, sorry.
Okay,
Do all catfolk look the same to you, DM? Ugh.
I will move up to here. I will attach a head to the abs and target it. And I will try to do that.
So you are rolling an esoteric DC against a 20.
Okay, so I should roll that from my character sheet.
Yep.
Proficiency use. Terror, click on the die. Roll it. It didn't show up on my card.
You got a 15.
It showed up for me. Maybe
Yep.
just scroll down.
Yeah, just scroll
Otherwise,
down.
it doesn't scroll down automatically, which is weird.
No, I'm all the way down. All I'm seeing is a long ass text box I threw up.
And then there's
Yeah, but it's,
at the
it's
bottom of
under.
that long ass text box that it says you got a 15. So
If you're
that's
not
a
seeing it, then it might be a problem on your end.
I'm
yeah.
gonna try refresh real quick.
Yeah. Should show the last 3 rolls.
That's a terrible roll, so I will probably.
And you guys just got another hero point.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll probably
I'll
hero
use
point
it,
that
yeah.
once I finally load in. Yeah, and see now I can see the roll. Yeah, I rolled a big old 5. Bleh.
Well,
No, I
that's a
rolled a
4,
4.
actually.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now. Right click and re-roll using a hero point.
That's a 16.
What the hell?
That's it. It's because of the new rule for hero points. Because you rolled less than a 10, it automatically became a 16. So that 6 is actually a 16. So you have a 27, which is a regular success. So I was just getting ready to pull up that information to give it to you. The Echo of Veltrazhar. He has no weaknesses, which you already knew. How do I need to read that spell or the action?
It's in the chat.
And you empower your esoteric. You have a flash of insight, grants even more knowledge. Blah, 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 blah. You learn all the creatures. Oh, that's critical.
I learned one of its highest weaknesses.
But you already knew it was weak to nothing.
So I learned That this is just like it was before.
Yes.
Which means I will use psychological trauma against it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we made fun of its abs, so I think you should say like, those protein bars you've been sponsoring are fake.
Oh god. But yeah. I probably just like whip out a symbol of an opposing faith
Okay.
or some ish.
Yeah, any holy symbol or anything related to the devils would personal antithesis would probably be Asmodeus.
All right, I throw up the horns.
Okay. Okay, you give him the devil horns.
And that's my 2 actions because I was slowed.
Yep. And that brings us up to you, Paul.
Demons hate metal.
Your shield is down.
They prefer scar.
Yes. I'm going to create 2 smaller spears, and I'm gonna try to pierce him 2 times. Let me target him. Number of actions 1. This is an elemental blast of water with cold damage. Melee. This is the first attack.
Ew.
Oh, I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
If you roll using a hero. This is so humiliating.
And you missed with a 21.
I missed with a 21.
You actually rolled a 1 the second time. Good
Yeah,
gravy.
The nat one.
It became an 11.
Yes. I'm going to try again with the second spear and with map. Come on. Okay.
You hit.
My second spear. When one missed, you got the other. Take that, Echo Veltrazhar. I told you dancing with me was with cool feet. And I raised my shield as a tier action.
Okay. And that takes us to you, Thorak.
Alright, time to finish punching down this wall.
That's the way of fixing your problems?
It's always helped before!
Oh man.
Dirty 20.
You're able to get through.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Damn. That's the Ambiences with a style.
Alright, so now I'm through. What do I see on the other side of this wall?
Oh.
Because I need to actually, like... Thank you. There we go.
Actually.
Okay, thanks to my, well, that was already
Holy
5
shit,
feet,
you
so...
scared me.
Well, it's a bit of an emergency.
There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm probably gonna end up blocking the door from Nilgar for this, but...
Get down.
I do think... I'm gonna move another 10 feet this way. And that way,
I'll be at least in a place where Nilkar can position himself when he arrives. And finally, good old Meltstone.
There,
Digs his toes into the carpet.
I busted that wall down for you.
Right, cheers.
And that is the end of your turn, which brings us up to the Echo.
Ba-doom. Boom.
No, that wasn't me. Someone else left. Okay.
No, I was having I wasn't hearing anybody.
Okay.
So he will gonna make the will of the gods. Pull.
Fate.
He's gonna take 2 swings at you, pull. Strike 1. Hits.
I shield block.
So click the block and then damage. And then his second with the map. Misses. And then he is going to distort form. He is now concealed. And as he goes into this weird ephemeral form, when the next falls, you'll call me and I will answer. And that will be the end of his turn. Gesture. It's not your turn. But you see I think you can see them. 3 individuals making their way to the top of the stairs. It is one of their turns. That's action 2. And what he sees, he is going to go to here. That ends his turn. So you saw somebody in not the Asmodean cultist stuff, but somebody wearing something different kind of run around the corner towards Paul's room. Maleth, it's your turn.
All right. Yep. Okay. Go. All right. Devise stratagem. Not terrible. Alright, yep, I'll just go. Oh, I probably gotta draw my weapon first.
Yep.
Yep.
And I need to take that prone off of you, because guess I didn't do it last round. There you go.
Drawing your weapon was all part of your plan.
Okay, yeah, so I stepped, drew my weapon, Random. Okay. Strike. Let's see. Okay. All right. For some reason, it had me. It did a roll.
Yeah,
even though it
because
still would've missed.
he's concealed. That's why you did the
Yeah,
first roll.
Yeah, so I rolled a flat check. It
Yeah.
says, yeah, but it's yeah, but it rolled another die for me for some reason instead of just applying my stratagem.
Yeah, it's why. Yeah, I'm gonna go. One more would have been a 17, which would have still missed.
Yeah.
So I need to mark that flat checks do not work with devise a stratagem. That's a new one. And that was the end of your turn. Bringing us up to you, Gesture.
Ah, yes. Okay. I'm a little okay. Well, these are cultists, and this guy. Oh wait, no, they're all cultists.
So one of them looks different than the other two.
Yep. Well, if this ends up being throw, I'd rather find out naturally. So I'll wait, one willing creature. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably keep my eyes on that guy. So knowledgeable letter to the counter. All right. Actually, how close is this guy to me?
You should be able to just hover over him and it'll tell you.
How is he 32 feet away? Okay, I mean that's fine. All right.
It's because of the
I'm going to
diagonal.
cast this.
Okay.
I don't have an aura for this. I can't make one because it's a game.
Just drag the concealed onto your character.
Okay. And no, that is. Oh, wait, that is concealed. Perfect. And then I can use this to hide, which I think is perfect. But for right now, I can't sneak at my full speed, unfortunately, but I can. But I can move here and make a strike, which I will do.
That's one way to say hello.
That should be a hit.
Unfortunately, he did. It's unfortunate that I couldn't really get a sneak attack on him. Oh, that damage was also garbage.
And he takes it all. That's 1, 2, 3. So
Also, I do need to get an emanation because it's kind of important.
okay.
Because any light that is within here is snuffed out.
So
Yeah.
okay.
I think he's
I turned
not
him.
modest low end.
Yeah, Nilkar, you're up.
I am going to, if I take one step forward, it'll have me flanking, right?
That would be flanking with pull, yes.
Boom. I shouldn't be slowed now either.
It should have just dropped off of you. Did it? If it didn't, go ahead and right click on it to make it go bye-bye.
And then I will try to strike him in the back with my brain claws.
Nice, 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 nice.
I believe I do that from here.
Finally, off guard.
Ooh. Okay.
That's the flat check.
Oh. So I click roll again, or
Now you do your strike. And that
Okay.
hits, so
Nice.
go ahead and do
Nice.
damage.
and this should be +3. I'm actually adding the damage here so I don't screw it up again. Should be slashing. None of that. Oh wait, that doesn't do what I thought it did. Or does it?
I need to fix something for you. Yeah, sure. I goobered. How many points was that? 4. I moved the wrong guy, but I'm gonna have you take the 4 against the guy that came up.
Let me open that again. Sorry, I was trying to do a thing that wasn't wanting to work. So
Yeah, you should just click damage.
that should be
Oh,
And I'll add
+3.
and I'll add one more to that. What you should do when that thing comes up, you can click the little what's giving you that extra 1.
I get empowerment.
That's
and
2. But you're
the weakness of man thing.
okay.
I believe it's. Hold up. Because I don't trust my memory. I gotta look at it again. Sorry.
Okay. I will
I think it's 2 plus half your level, but I will look to make sure because
Yeah.
my brain is not off.
so I gave him the 1 more damage. Go ahead.
It should be. It's 2 plus half my level, separate from empowerment. So it would be 3 on top of what that was.
Okay, so go ahead. I'll fix that. Go ahead and do your last action.
Okay. It'll be another attack.
oh.
And I did not. I whiffed on the blurriness.
No, that was the flat check. That should not be
Yeah.
because you already did
Well,
damage.
if he misses the flat check, he can't hit anyway. So
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not going to use a reroll because that's a mat attack anyway. So that is the end of my turn. Thank you.
wait, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, what?
Doesn't the conceal didn't his effect say it only lasts until he takes damage?
I will look back at his. I don't remember it saying that. I will distort form. Oh, he just took damage. So yes, he is no longer concealed. So that map check would not have come into play. So go ahead and roll your strike. I'll take it back to your turn.
Okay.
The result.
Sorry if that was loud. It was just funny.
No worries.
That's the end of my turn.
The dice said 3, Nilka.
Okay, Paul, you're up.
Okay. I gonna take a nice candy as a 1 action. And I'm gonna heal myself 2d8. Oh!
So, Nilkar, as your made that swipe at him, he said every strike you land feeds the echo deeper.
So I heal 5. I'm gonna target myself.
Oh shoot!
What?
I don't.
It also gives me resistance. As another action, I'm gonna target the guy. I'm gonna create my classic spear. I'm gonna attack him with one action.
Oh, so close to a crit.
So close.
Go ahead and roll damage.
5 cold damage. And as a last action, I'm gonna raise my shield because I've been targeted by this guy. He really hates me.
Your shield must be about to, like, shatter.
Oh, wait, why I
Yeah.
don't have a shield?
Shields
probably
can't
broke.
break. Oh yeah, that's
Mine
probably
broke.
what happened.
You did
Oh,
block two pretty big attacks.
Okay, metal carapace then. And I'm gonna create another shield.
Okay.
I don't have it right for this one.
That is the end of your turn, bringing us up to one of the regular cultists. Did you find that feeder ability, Nilkar? So I can look at it next time I have a
Which one are
second.
you wanting to look
The
at?
one that gives you that +3.
Oh, the +3. I was looking at something else because I thought I might have it wrong. Mortal weakness is what it's called.
Okay, I'll look at that when I'm done with this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's personal antithesis. That's
Okay.
the wrong one. I will put a snip in general chat for you.
2 and a dagger. And it failed its flat check. So we will delete that card, and that's the end of his turn. And that brings us up to the last one. A target and a dagger. And it succeeded on his flat check. But he missed on the hit. You are up, Thorak.
Let's see. I'm going to start, I think, with a... Do I want to start with a grapple, or do I want to just punch him?
I gotta see what he
You can.
sent in chat again.
Ah.
If you grapple him, he will be off guard to your punches.
That's true. Yeah,
It
I'm
would
gonna
be
go ahead and
like,
make the grapple check against this guy.
Grapple.
I mean, I definitely want to be grappling. This is one of the main reasons why I really want
Flurry of the maneuvers as soon as I can.
Whoa.
Oh.
I'm hero pointing that. I'm hero pointing that. That was a 2. Better.
Much better. Much better.
What does a critical success does in a grapple check?
With a grapple, I'm pretty sure that does something. I'm pretty sure he's like fully restrained instead of just
Yes, he is restrained until the end of your next turn.
to the end of my next turn. Oh, I'm gonna make the most of that once that arrives. In the meantime,
Also, if he escapes.
He can escape, but yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that. With that said, I'm gonna go and use the Falling Stone. Flurry of Blows. MAP -5, of course. Both attack space. Oh well. I'm not really surprised. I rolled a 5 and a 4 on the dice. Critical miss. Yeesh.
Okay. That it?
For my last action, God, I wish I had battle medicine.
No worries.
I think your hands are a little too busy to battle medicine anyway.
I only need one hand to grab. I could use the other one to just rub the bruise a little bit. What do I want to do for my last action? What can I do with my last action?
If I get to lot of hell, I will just run away and attack from distance, so don't worry about me.
You know what? While I'm still holding him, I'm actually going to do probably what I should have done and move this way.
You move,
way
so he is
Ghelfi-
no longer restrained.
What?
Yep.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it works. Because then if you move, then he's out of your reach.
Well, it's not that he's out of the reach, but any movement at all unrestrains him.
Can I take that back?
Go ahead and move
'Cause I didn't
back,
know
and then
about
I'll
that.
put the restrain back on him.
Thank you very much. I wasn't aware that was the case. I thought I
Yeah,
could, like,
no
move with him,
movement
or is that-
whatsoever from you for that. So I need to go ahead and click on him.
Sorry about that. I'm still learning some of these rules.
Yep. He is R.
So is there no way I can move in a way that keeps him restrained? At all?
No.
Shit.
You can't use
I have
any
no idea what to do.
Off guard, immobilize, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you can. So with the one you're doing from what you hit with, you can't move. He loses it if you move at all, or he escapes.
All right. Well, fuck it. It's a -10, but I may as well go for one last strike. I can't think of anything else to do.
Not 20, not
Oh,
20. Come on, let's go, baby.
It's a flat roll. I have no modifier to add to this.
Well,
Didn't think so. It was closer than I thought, but I didn't think so.
Let me go there. And come on. So I just posted, it's different than a regular restraint condition because you got it off that crit success. So I put it in general chat for you. And it's the Echo's turn. Is everybody within earshot yet? One. Not quite. He can't tell where Gesture is. So he will. First, he's going to try to do an escape. Why not?
Low.
I can think of a couple reasons.
Low, I
like that.
say. LMAO, even.
I said that without looking at chat, by the way.
Why did he roll a concealed check?
yes.
No,
Why did we roll
he
a
Oh wait, that is a
himself?
concealed check. That is really weird.
Yeah.
Nodos is like hiding.
Oh,
Aw.
damn.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. That was more what I was expecting.
So he has escaped. And then with his last two actions,
He escaped from Gesture, though. Well, I doubt
yeah.
that. I doubt.
Oh,
that-
Here-
so yeah, it probably wasn't a critical success. 'cause
Okay,
if it was
so-
targeting me, then absolutely not.
let me go back here. So
Yeah, I think he was targeting the wrong thing.
I just need to see what your I'm gonna use what he rolled before, but I'm gonna see what your DC is on this with this roll.
I'm pretty sure he would still escape, but
Your
okay.
DC is 21, and
So
he got a 28.
So unless you rolled a nat 20 on that roll, I don't think it'd be a critical success.
It's still not, but he still is free to and remove grab, immobilize, and restraint conditions.
All right. Well, I still wasted an action of his, so.
Yes, you did.
Complain too much.
So with his last 2 actions, he is going to, not cast. He is going to shudder. All creatures within a 10-foot emanation of him and... Well, give me the emanation. That would be... that. We're going to click this. And I need to drag this, just a second, let me drag the saving throw down there. Thorak, Pole, and Nightclar, please click those little saving throw things, and then damage is applicable.
Oh. I take 9 damage. Mental. Oh, my head!
I accidentally knocked your dice into a 20. Okay, so I rolled 26. Oh, I was so close to a critical success. So close. Oh, I still only take.
And then
Why it's not showing me my dice?
Maybe you got it turned off in your settings?
You rolled a 5 for a total of 12. It's Dice So Nice has issues, and unfortunately there is no other dice rolling module.
Can I hero point that?
Yes,
I'm
you
not sure
can.
how.
Right click. Oh, don't you see the 12 on that little bar down there?
Yeah.
Right click on the 12.
All I'm getting is apply damage, apply heal. I'll just take it.
Yeah, it's not giving me the... you can roll a d20 and I'll do the manual calculation for you. You want to do that? It's a will saving throw, DC 17.
Let me try this thing, see what happens real quick.
Okay.
Okay. There's a little circle arrows. If you click that,
yeah,
it lets you do it.
Yeah, click that. Yep.
Reroll using a hero. Oh, the dice showed me a 19 for a second, and it said nope.
But you still you only take half damage because of the way we're doing hero points now.
Oh,
that 7 turned it into a 17.
It's a huge bonus.
You can only roll a 10 through 20 on a reroll now.
And then I click on it and do apply damage? Or...
You just click that half button.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And that is his turn. But before his turn, he whispers slightly loud so that Gesture can hear. Pole, Gesture, Thorak, Nilkar, Malith, you are always meant to break. And that brings us up to this dude that already took a hit. Oh. He was supposed to move first, but let me do that. Why can't you move? There we go. Do you have a attack of opportunity, Gesture?
I do not.
And he is going to try to... Oh, he thought he was going to be able to get both, but he can't. That's what I did wrong last time. So, Nilkar, I'd like you to roll that saving throw. Oh, it did get Malith. Nilkar and Malith, that saving throw, please.
Right. It showed me that doo-doo.
See. So, Malith, I need you to click the damage button. Same thing with you, Nilkar, the damage button. That will be his turn. And Malith, you are up.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna scoot just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna pick a new target because my rolls are not doing great against the Echo. We'll have to take a flat check, but I'll risk it with this guy.
The Echo is not concealed
He's
right
not
now.
concealed anymore. Yeah, but I don't think the math is in my favor at the moment. Okay. I'm going to. Okay, my stratagem looks like it hasn't refreshed. Oh no, there it is. Use.
Nice roll.
Bad. Okay. Still have to make the flat check.
What was the flat check for?
Because it's concealed. I'm targeting the cultist.
He should not be concealed.
Right.
It's dark in that hallway.
Oh, it's dark for him. Yep.
Oh, well, I do have keen eyes. I'm not sure if that does anything.
Well, it
Yeah, that reduces the flat
So-
check. That reduces.
yeah. So you don't have to roll a flat check on your own. It will force you to roll a flat check if it's necessary based on lighting.
Okay.
Yeah, you just do a strike as normal, and then if you need to do the flat check, it will pop it
Yeah.
up for you.
Okay, yeah, it's just but it says that with my keen eyes, it says that it should lower the flat check to a 3 for concealed or 9 for hidden. But either way, I made it.
Yeah.
So there we go. Okay. So then I will strike. See right.
Yeah.
I did
Nah.
modify my stratagem.
Okay, and it's because of that flat check you did in between, and your stratagem was a 16, so that would add a plus 8 is 24, which would have hit. Go ahead and click damage.
Okay.
So from now on, don't click that flat check. If you notice the card that you got, it put the little die button in there, so you just click like normal. Then you would roll the flat check from this card, and it would have applied your device's stratagem properly.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage from that card. You should be able to. Oh, nice 8. That took a big chunk out of him.
Okay. And then with my final action, I guess I'll just see. I had it on here somewhere. I'm going to take cover. Oh yeah. it's
Okay.
basically- Okay. Oh well, it says I have to choose my level of cover, so I just
It'll just be lesser.
Okay.
Because there's nothing really to hide behind to get any degree greater.
Yeah. I was thinking because I'm on the wall, so
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're on the same side of that wall as you.
And is that going to bring us up to Gesture?
Should.
Okay. Gesture, you're up. Looks like you're the only uninjured party member.
Coward.
It's a good I think it's more that I played strategically well. I definitely do need to help you guys, but I'm not sure how I would even go about that. Should I just get rid of I don't know if I should just get rid of the weaker guys or if I should go for the stronger ones.
Please, because those weaker guys did some decent damage to two of us with one spell.
The weaker guys? Alright.
He's talking about the guy that's right here. This is the guy that casts the spells.
He's talking about this guy? Alright.
No, this guy over here to your left. The guy you hit the first time.
Yeah, I understand. This could be troublesome. I will. Yeah, I don't actually have enough actions to do exactly what I want. But that's fine, I suppose. This emanation needs to move with me. Yep.
I got it. And I will fix any lights that are now in it.
Yeah. So actually, the thing about the way that my darkness works is that it doesn't actually like snuff out the lights. That was my bad. It just makes it so that when they're in this area, they don't shine through.
Okay.
So just so I'm not like trolling my players by just getting rid of their ability to see.
I got it.
All right. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Go ahead and do your strike that you're probably gonna do.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh wait, I have a macro for this now. What am I doing? Oh, I have to make sure my token is selected. Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Yep. Wait, that's the wrong ignition. Shoot. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all complicated. We're all still learning.
Nice.
So many dice.
Nice.
Definitely get the whole Magus is action hungry thing now.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'm doing damage.
Yep. He is bloodied and hurt right now.
All right, I'm out of actions.
And Nilkar.
All right. I have been struck from behind, but there's still the echo of a demon in front of me.
Yeah, you felt the icy tendrils of grim death kind of reach out and touch you.
I can do this with my brain. I'm going to turn that light back on. And that should have been on the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. I fixed that. All right. Now, I'm going to try and hit him again, because I don't like him. He's talking a bunch of weird ish. Okay, I'm going to use my last hero die to reroll that just because I'm getting offended by all these threes.
Okay.
Understandable.
Much
better. Much better.
Go ahead and click the critical.
I gotta fix my claws. It's not acid damage. It's not.
When was the last time you washed your hands?
I mean, fair question.
No, that's poison damage. That's different.
And again, this will have a +3 before doubling, but it doesn't show in there. See, that's why I don't mind the 1d4.
So I'm going to add
Because-
6.
Yes. All right. Does he seem to be affected by that at all?
He took damage.
I will try to strike him again then.
Nice.
Ooh.
Get hit, fool.
And yep, go ahead and roll. Just a second before you roll damage. Let me do something on your character. We're gonna go to. You're doing the energy clause, correct?
Yeah, I must have misclicked. They should be slashing, not acid.
They are weapon potency 1, 1d4 slashing, and you're doing a 3 bonus damage currently on them.
Yeah.
So
Well, empowerment there as a on and off I can do. The other thing isn't. So yeah.
So go ahead and just click damage button, see if what it does.
Nice. That is absolutely correct. It's for some reason it keeps giving me acid damage as the type, but I can just change that.
Yeah, it's on your weapon. It's set up as flashing. I don't know why it's giving acid. That's another thing for me to check. So let me open up my OneNote.
It's because acid is the default for additional damage.
Well, no, my main weapon damage is switched to acid.
Yeah, his main weapon was flipping.
Oh, weird. It still probably could be because of that.
And you know what? When I get the time, I should buy the thing that doubles my dice, because even if it's only another d4, it doubles the empowerment because it does 2 damage
Okay.
per die.
Yeah.
And he took the damage.
And I will. I have one more action. I will. If I what is it? I can use deception to feint him or something. Was it? My brain's not working.
Yeah, you could do the basic action macro to feint or demoralize.
I was wondering why my thing was randomly zooming out and in. It's because I accidentally left my tablet on top of my touchpad.
Oh.
That would explain it. Okay, there's feint. Feint, if I succeed, lowers the
Makes them off guard.
Wait, is he already off guard from me flanking him?
Yes.
Oh.
If you have goading fate, it could give him -2 to attacks against you, but I don't think you get that as a thaumaturge.
Does demoralize do the same thing? Oh wait, no.
No,
Demoralize
demoralize
makes him frightened, which
Death
will
penalty.
lower his AC even more. If you have
but-
dirty trick, you could also use that.
I thought demoralize was also off of deception, but it's not.
No, so it's frightening condition and off guard are 2 different things.
Yeah.
And they stack.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, I only get a +4 to that, so I'm not even going to try against the echo of a legendary creature. I'm going to glance over my shoulder and try to use esoteric knowledge to recall, so I can see if these guys are Orcus cultists. Well, it says Orcus cultists.
Yeah, but learn something
I
about
shouldn't be
them.
able to see that.
Yeah.
So that's just a recall knowledge, right?
Yep. And it'll show me what get? Oh, yeah. Because your esoteric lore is like 15,000. The plus 11 right now. Yes, they're wearing masks with a goat head on them. Very symbolic to Orcus. And you got the big dude there. And he doesn't like fortitude saves.
I saw a patch of skin. He looks ill to me. Stuff. Wait, is that an action to share knowledge or?
I'll let you scream it out as we go to Pole's turn.
Okay. I need to think what I'm gonna do. I am a half. I am at half. My HP is at half, so I need to think if I wanna retreat or I wanna keep attacking. I think I wanna keep attacking just this one turn, and then I'm gonna retreat in the next one if I keep being hit. And I'm gonna create a spear. Die, motherfucker, die! Why you don't die? I'm gonna target him. And I'm gonna attack him. With one action. That's a hit. I roll damage. Why you don't die? Die, motherfucker, die!
Okay.
And second action, I'm gonna attack with map. Oh wait, weapon infusion. I'm gonna create an agile weapon. This is a very short spear. And I'm gonna attack with this very short spear.
And you miss.
As my last action, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay, as soon as I see that pop, we'll go to the cultists. There we go. Target, dagger. No. Let me, Nope, he has not taken damage, so he can't do that. So dagger.
Wait, what's the flat check?
Because
He's aiming for.
Oh,
gesture's concealed.
oh,
And he misses. And the second one. He failed the flat check. So that is his turn. Bringing us up to... Man, that shroud is very effective there, Gesture.
Yeah.
someone
good.
else is hearing whispers.
You should all be
Yeah.
hearing whispers randomly.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, like, the shroud is amazing, but it comes at a heavy cost, and then it's if any of my teammates want to attack anyone in the shroud, it's going to be way harder for them unless their name is Thorak.
Why would I have a easy time compared to the others?
Because you can see in the dark.
You're a superior species.
Dark vision. I was wondering why. I'm just like, why am I not seeing the shroud on the map? And then you just explained it. And it's like, oh, it's because I am a dwarf.
Well, there is no actual shroud on the map. That's that big circle that you see there. That's the end of the
yeah.
shroud. They have...
Right, yeah.
no way to do darkness type stuff until version 13 and probably a few months after that. It's your turn, Thorak.
Cool. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. I'm not even gonna bother with the grapple this time because I can see that he's looking weak, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him in the face twice. And in case it doesn't kill him, I am gonna make this a stunning strike. I think I've already got that applied. Let me double check that. Yes. Oh.
Nice.
I hit one of them at least.
And he failed, so he is stunned.
He is. Punched him right in those abs.
I want to see if it applied automatically. Yes, it did. Anything else?
Not really much I can do besides just try and hit him again, I guess. Gonna go ahead and just punch him one more time.
I mean, you could kick him, headbutt him, bite him.
Punch it
But,
once.
yeah, I'm just gonna kick. Yeah, I'm just gonna kick him in the nuts.
It's a high kick for you.
I think the stunning blow only only applies when I use flurry of blows, actually. So I should have turned that off. Sorry.
So he took that damage, and I need to actually have him take the damage from the first one. There we go.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yes, he is alive still.
I see this. I can tell he's stunned, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I'm gonna take one step this way. That way, once I know he's dead, I can start making my way towards all these other cultists. Lord knows, I might be needed coming up because the shroud means nothing to me. But that'll be my turn. I'm not going to risk any full movement because I don't know if this guy has reactive strike or not.
Okay. That brings us up to his turn. We'll see if he gets his recharge back. Nope. So he has two actions, and he can't do that action, but he can, knowing that you just nutted him, will target you.
Hit him. I full on hit him with the. I know I said I'd kick him. I think I just straight up shoryukened him in the sensitive areas.
He misses you, and he will cast Distort Form, hopefully being able to survive another round. And he says, you may silence the whispers, but not the echoes. And that will end his turn. Bringing us up to Caster Cultist. Who has one person there. And take that will saving throw there, Gesture.
All right.
Bane.
Ooh.
I need to actually see if it would even have been able to go through. Yes, it would have gone through. You succeeded. So you don't take any effects off of that. He is going to try to attack you for his last action.
All right. I invite it.
And he succeeded
Oh,
on the
just
flat
barely.
check. And he crit on the... Nope, he just hit. So
that
Gesture
hurts, though.
13.
Ooh.
Now everybody's been hit, which is good.
No.
Bringing us up to Mallet.
I heavily disagree with that, DM.
Okay.
You're
No,
happy no one counts you.
I failed the save against the Grim Tendrils. It looks like I never took the persistent bleed, though. That was never applied. Is that not a thing that happens automatically, or do I have to add that to myself?
It should have happened automatically. Let me go back to his sheet so I could see how many it was supposed to be.
I think it would have just been one bleed.
Okay.
I never saw the flat check to recover from the persistent, so I don't think I ever took it.
Yep, I'm just going to drag it to you right now.
I didn't get it either. I don't
Um,
think.
I thought that was automated from a DM side attack. Huh. I think it thinks I tried to give the door the bleed damage. I gotta open the character sheet.
Door.
The door is now the real hero.
It's not letting me do it that way, so I'll do it this way. Go ahead, Maleth, you're up.
Okay. First things first. Devise stratagem.
I think you may have put that bleed on the wrong cat.
Why? Did it go to
It's
you,
on-
Gesture?
No.
Oh, is that not a bleed? Oh, I'm sorry. So wrong. My bad.
Okay, not great.
Why am I under the effect of Bane? I thought I succeeded.
You did. That may be Bane immunity or something. Nope. I'll take it off of you. I don't know why it gave it to you.
All right.
So that's a 9 for your devise.
I don't think that will hit. So you know what? Instead, I'm going to step. So I can't devise another stratagem, but I can't just go for a straight attack. Okay. Okay. I target the echo. It says, oh yeah, because he has the effect on him again. He's concealed. So I will just take strike.
Nice.
So that was just
go.
against the flat check,
The flat check. That's why I say nice.
which would be a +3 because I have keen eyes, but whatever.
Oh, miss.
Just missed it. Okay.
You can use a hero point. I think you have
I
not
could
been
hero
using
point.
hero
Yes,
points.
I will hero point that. I'm not used to re-rolling attacks because of my stratagem, but yeah, I will do that.
You.
14.
Hit.
Luckily, the
That's a
low
hit.
rerolls is the thing.
Okay, just base damage, no strategic strike.
And you remove the concealment.
Nice.
And let me get there. We're going to click that. We are going to click this.
Is that when he explodes?
Nope, he does not explode. Yeah,
I didn't think 2 damage would be enough, but I was hopeful.
he's getting there. That all your actions, Malith?
I no. Oh, wait, I strode and I struck. I think. I assumed that the vise would be free. You know, that's assuming it's pertinent to my investigation. I think this would be.
It definitely is. Yes.
Okay. I might as well go for one more strike.
Nat 20!
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, this is gonna be very
Deadly-
good too,
yeah,
because you have a
deadly-
deadly weapon. Yeah.
Deadly D10.
Yeah.
All hail the short king.
The killer of echoes.
Let me look at something. How do you want to do this?
Woo! Well, I guess I'd probably want to lodge it somewhere where it won't zip through and hit pole. So I'll probably go just go for the abdomen, just bullseye in his whatever. I'm not sure if demons have belly buttons, but where I would approximate such a thing would be.
Okay. As you shoot, it goes into him. You see him curl over. And
Oh God.
Oh.
you see it start expanding in form.
Okay, now I'm running.
And you hear it say, first to echo, last to stand, as it leashes out with its temporal shudder. Let me fix this a little bit. Come on. Temporal shutter, open up. He will place his new emanation. Targets
Holy shit, Rod.
everybody but himself. And I'm gonna roll, and then I'm gonna drag the save down there for you guys to save.
Okay.
Don't click anything yet. On the little thing next to your name, there should be a little die button. That's what I want you to click to save.
Okay.
For some reason on me it's just a question mark, but
Thorak,
Oh, Nat 20!
I don't know what's
No,
up
it's a
with
die,
yours.
it's a die.
Yeah, it does.
No,
It's
no,
per-
no. The question mark is just sorry. The question mark was just for the others because
Yeah.
they hadn't shown the roll yet. Sorry, that was on
Yeah.
me.
I rolled a Nat 20 in the die of thing.
I'm hero pointing that now.
Oh,
I
that
got a
was
Nat
not me,
20.
That was Nilkat, sorry. I was confused because all the dice are looking the same for me. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all orange. We need to redo our dice.
Wow, I rolled a fucking nat 1
Oh wait, the
on
cult.
my second roll.
So I would like
It's
it,
still-
but the nat one still will, I think, is
Yeah,
so.
it's still an increase, obviously. But
Yeah, I need you guys
That's
to click the
okay.
appropriate damage button that's on the screen.
They're all grayed out for me.
That because you critically succeeded.
So nothing happens to you.
And I'm just waiting on gestures. And with that... Oh. Where'd my notepad go? As the Echo makes his statement, a burst of white and gold holy energy comes down, breezing the party in mid-motion, your arms and limbs caught in amber stasis. Chains of light weave around you, humming with a divine rhythm. Veltrazhar's Echo's hand reaches towards you, but it passes right through your space, those that are in that room. His grin falters. The light holds. The avatar howls in fury. Next thing that you see is the light spiraling down in a helix, wrapping the party like a thread drawn from the sun. You each see a vision of your greatest movement of defiance, your soul blazing against the dark, and then all at once, that inn collapses around you in white silence. You awake moments later on a distant cliffside, on temple steps, long lost. As you guys regain consciousness, your minds see dreams or echoes. You have the scent of warm stone and citrus oils filling your nose, golden sunlight spilling through lattice skylights, casting dancing flames across polished alabaster floors. You see priests in deep gold and white robes tending to long planar script scrolls, marking celestial alignments. A younger acolyte laughs as he adjusts the sundial lens too far to the left, and another brushes incense ash from a mosaic of Arion's radiant crown. Children, yes, children are reading hymns aloud in the outer hall, while a cleric pours sun-infused water over an Ailey woman's hands. The light heals. You hear a phrase repeated. The day begins when the name is remembered. Then the sky goes silent. A shadow that does not belong to the night washes over the sanctum. Every bell in the tower rings without being touched. The priest looks skyward. One weeps. You feel the pressure in your bones as a soundless quake tears across the veil, and from beyond the heavens, something strikes the edge of the sun. Runes begin to unravel mid-air, bleeding golden threads into black fissures. You watch a sunbeam split into three, and then into none. Screams are muffled. The air folds inward. Inside the central sanctuary, 7 priests stand around a spiral altar made of fused flame glass. They chant in harmony, not words, but pure harmonics. The sound of 1,000 dawns condense into a single sustained chord. Their robes smolder at the hems. One of them, you feel her name was Herald Aldar, lifts a relic. A sunburst circlet split in two. She speaks, though her voice is memory only. Let the flame forget. Let the name survive. Let light remember the path unseen. As they kneel, runes ignite around them in rings. Their bodies begin to translucently pulse, becoming light and echo. Then once again, you are outside the temple now, as if standing on the sea. The entire structure ripples, caught between light and shadow. The jungle thins, the mist glows gold. And then the temple begins to fold inward, shrinking not in size, but in certainty. It blinks out of phased, not vanished, hidden. You feel it slip past the edge of the world, nestled between minutes and prayers. Then silence, until you arrive. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Okay.
All right. I have to. Sorry, I have to go do something. Like I had to go do something right